My name is Vanessa Miller. This is my global learning project plan. For mine, I come from a culture where I had very strict rules growing up. My parents always put my school and education first. We never really had a close relationship. The only time we really talked was when we were talking about grades or um, like college or my future plans. That's the only time we talked. I grew up with younger brothers as well, and in my household, my parents were very biased towards my brothers. I had to always have straight A's, or if not, then I would get in trouble for like months. But with my brothers, they could have D's or F's and they would be fine. So my brothers were definitely favored. All the males were favored in my family. Um, if I missed school for being sick or something, that would also mean that I would miss any social events. That next weekend, I would not be able to go to them. Or if I had like a sports practice or anything, my mom would not let me go. She'd always say, if you're too sick for school, then you're too sick for sports. Um, so school was just always number one in my household, for me at least. Um, for my person that I chose, her name is Callie Brooks. She lives in my hall. I met her through a friend. Um, she is actually half Vietnamese and half white. Her dad is Vietnamese and her mom is white, so I think that's very interesting. Um, I don't know, since I don't really know her very well, I think I could definitely gain a friend possibly. And um, I just think she's a good candidate for this project because she obviously comes from a different culture than me, and I think it'll be interesting to see how much of her Vietnamese culture and how much of her white culture she incorporates in her life, like how her parents run that. Um, I also think it would be interesting to see like the stereotypes with the education as well because with I know it's a common stereotype that like Asian background families are very strict with grades as well, and I'm wondering if hers is like that too, but since she is halfway, if maybe they're not as bad. So it'll be interesting to compare hers with mine. Um, how this will take me out of my cultural comfort zone. Well, for one, since I don't really know her that well, me having to ask her like all these questions and go hang out with her and stuff, that would be definitely out of my comfort zone. But I'm pretty talkative, so I think it'll be okay as long as she's not very shy. Um, I also don't know very much about the Vietnamese culture, so I think it'll be interesting to see how much of her life is affected by that, or if she doesn't really practice it that much, depending on like how her parents raised her. Um, for our interaction, we haven't really decided what to do yet. We thought about maybe going to like a restaurant or something. I'll probably take her ice skating since that's one of my family's pastimes, but she's not quite sure what she wants to do with me since it's hard for her since she doesn't have like her customs here, I guess. But yep, so I guess we'll see how it goes.